Hello folks, Reloading Bench back with you once again, and today we have a box that we are going to open up, and this is from our friends at PA Fulfillment, PA standing for Primary Arms. And I'm going to call this a pre-Black Friday because nowadays I think the whole month of November becomes Black Friday. So this was ordered before Black Friday, and it's not Cyber Monday. So the idea being, get rid of my paperwork, and here's Primary Arms saying thank you, and I'm guessing that is the CEO. So this was, one of those, I'll call it deals, and I don't know what the true price was, but the mark, or at least the deal, was a 50% off markdown. So half price, and this is, do we have a, I don't think I have a Primary Arms sticker, so I will keep that. This is the Nex torch. And I saw that, and I was like, oh, this is kind of compact and cool, and it looked, I would call it small and ergonomic. I'm not a big fan of lights for Pew Pews. That's just me personally. So I did a review on a Sure Light. Ooh, it's a while back, and I hate these kind of boxes because they never want to open. I did a Sure Light review because I keep a light, a Pew Pew light, on my home defense Pew Pew. And my son is not a fan. That's what it looks like. I like the finish. It's very cool. My son is not the biggest fan of Sure Light. Oh, no, not Sure Light. Olight, I'm sorry. Too many lights, too many types of light. So he's not a big Olight fan. And I'm, neutral. If the light works and it's economical and, all those, correct categories, then that's a win for me. So I have no problems with my Olight light, which was also what I would call a deal pickup. But this is really lightweight. This weighs next to nothing. I wonder if the weight is on here. 48 grams or 1.69 ounces. That is really, really light. I wonder how. Okay, so there's high and low. I think that's all it has is high and low. And I would always use it on high. So let me double check the directions to make sure that I'm not missing something in terms of pretty straightforward. Little pamphlet of, wow, a lot of instructions. Features: utilizes high performance LED, max output 500 lumens, compact size. And here's one of the things, and military standard 1913 or Glock style Picatinny mount. And here's one of the things that really drew me to it. USB-C. So the recharge is right there, and it's USB-C. I love stuff going to USB-C, and we'll talk about this in a little bit, the whole USB-C side of things. Let's see, maybe I'm making sure that usage, okay, so there's just one column for English, so it's not as intimidating as it seems. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total languages, one of them in English, so it's just one panel. On off, press the left or right side switch. So it's a button as opposed to a lever, and it looks like that's the charging light, I'm going to guess. We'll put that in and we'll actually try to charge it. And I don't know what that means. Okay, mode switch. Press the left and right switches at the same time when the light is on. Charging time is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, so it's got two modes, low and high, which I've already showed you. So let's see if that was the charging light, and then we'll bust out the other. Oh, that's interesting, green. I've never seen green before. I have no idea what that signifies. Yeah, I'm really liking the whole. Oh, probably helps if I turn it. Yep. So there's my red saying, oh, I'm charging. Okay, so that's good. And I'll keep that little rubber band. All right, so pretty straightforward. Now let me go into part 2 of why I've selected this particular item. And I've already touched on one of them, but we'll share the whole caboodle. This is my, this is my self-defense Pew Pew, my home defense, that's probably a better phrase, home defense Pew Pew. And one of the things I liked about this Olight was it was very compact and it had a quick release. Now, for home defense, do I need a quick release? No, I don't. So that's not really at issue. We'll see how. Okay, this is much brighter. So there's an issue versus, I take it back. Okay, I was thinking about this. So we've got this, and we've got, I'm going to say they're about the same. So I would have to go back and look at my Valkyrie settings on this particular light to know if it is brighter, but close enough again for home defense. And I like the fact, I'm liking bigger LED, footprints a little wider, different material. This actually matches the finish of this particular XD. So I will mount this off camera and put it on and see how it looks. But one of the things that I was contrasting, and again, I don't remember price of this, so let's throw price out the door. I know this was on sale and it was a good deal compared to what the original price was. But it's this. And, is, again, a very similar footprint. Is this good or bad? And I'm going to leave that to personal opinion. But the only way to charge this is with the Olight USB cable. So if you don't have this Olight OSB cable, if you don't have this Olight USB cable, you're not charging this particular light. Whereas with this cable, any USB-C. So that's kind of cool. I will give the win to this particular device for, I would call it, better charging options, because again, this stays home. Not that you'd be out and you run out of battery, but Murphy's Law. So to be able to charge with USB-C, I thought that was a key differentiator. I don't know if I mentioned the price. This was $20. $20. And like I said, I will now do this offline because I don't want my video to be tagged by YouTube as some type of manufacturing. So we're going to show that's the before, and we're going to take this and put it in place of this, and I'll be back in a minute or so. And we are back. So that was a quick change. Again, I really like the whole quick detach, but the reality is how necessary is quick detach for a home defense type of situation. So again, different textures. This is like identical to the XD texture, so it kind of fits. Again, it's just slightly different. Do I like the controls of an on and off lever, or do I like a button? Because I could be potentially hitting the on and off here, or on this side, again, depending on how I'm running this, because, again, unloaded, Pew Pew. If I'm running this, you know, in a safe fashion, meaning finger is off the trigger, it's very easy to run the finger right on the, and I would say that, and again, depending on how I'm holding it, again, I would say it's probably going to be the right hand that is controlling the light. Don't know how I feel about lever up, down versus button. So, yeah, half a dozen to 1/6 another. So it's a very tight picture, very tight sight. I don't know if you can see this. I use one of my old. There's a little divot here, or a little thing that mounts right into the available Picatinny. I'll take this off, again, off film, so that, off camera rather, so that you can see that, and be right back. And back once again. So what I was talking about was this little, I don't know what you want to call it, but that sets right in here, and this, and that allows it to mount. Yeah, I mean, you can see it right there, so that when I put it back on, it sits in that one groove and is locked in and then screwed in tight against the Picatinny. And I'll be right back. And we are now assembled. So, yeah, it's a nice little light. For $20, I think it's a great deal. I like the compactness. It looks like, you know, a part of the firearm. So I would call that a positive option for another light that is not dependent on a proprietary USB charging solution, and moves over to USB-C, and is compact, nice material, nice fit and finish, and fits the Pew Pew quite well. So I'm going to say that that's a win in terms of the first look. Take care. So I was talking to my son about this, and he said, "Oh, let me show you the one I had and don't like." And a major difference is this is really big. This is like double the size of this. Different way of, you know, the toggle on, toggle off, and you can push as well. And he said when he was talking to people, this was the go-to recommendation, but he doesn't like it. So now he uses it just as a flashlight, you know, not an EDC, not an everyday carry, but just has it around as a flashlight as opposed to something mounted on the Pew Pew. But I'm liking the next torch, so I thought I would add that in. So the Surefire, this model is the B208119. I don't know what that means. And it looks like it's got 2 batteries inside, which maybe accounts for, I know nothing about this particular light, which maybe accounts for its pretty large size. So I have no idea how long this lasts. This 250 milliamp hour rechargeable battery lasts. Well, it says here on high, it lasts for 1 hour and 15 minutes of continuous usage, and on low, it's 2 hours and 30, so essentially double. And it was tested with the actual battery. So good to know, because I will not run this for an hour and 15 minutes straight. So good stuff. Take care.